Anyone who uses an internal combustion engine to get from point A to point B feels the pain of high gasoline and diesel prices.
And it's about time that we start thinking about the average consumer out there who has to pay for these taxes. And when we say what's money should be going into the rainy day fund, well, it's raining out there for a lot of people who can't get to work, can't pay their bills.
Pennsylvania State Representative Tony DeLuca from Verona floated a bill in February that would suspend the state gasoline and diesel tax for 6 months, with a gallon of regular gasoline averaging $4.83 in Allegheny County this week. Eliminating the PA gas tax of 58 cents a gallon puts 1 gallon of regular at $4.25. If the Fed's 18-cent tax holiday is approved on top of that, that gallon of regular would drop to $4.07.
It is not that simple to implement.
Dr. Risa Kumazawa at Duquesne University studies economic policy. She says 75% of the gasoline tax in Pennsylvania goes to fund roads and bridges. We've had many reminders of how important that funding is in our area.
When you suspend that, you're not getting any revenue.
Representative DeLuca has an answer to that.
The reason I introduced that is because we were flushed with money in the state. Matter of fact, after this budget, we'll have approximately about $6 billion in the surplus.
For those driving diesel vehicles, DeLuca's proposed savings would be even greater.
What would be the impact of your gas tax holiday for that?
Well, let's face it, it would be in diesel, we're talking about maybe a 92 cent a gallon, okay, which is pretty substantial.
So far, DeLuca's bill has not seen momentum.
Now, maybe a lot of these representatives who don't pay that gas, don't pay for their gas because they get reimbursed mileage, which they make a lot of money on. If they had to pay their own gas, maybe they would think twice about moving this piece of legislation or discussing it.
While his legislation isn't getting traction, our expert says all of this debate on fuel taxes is crucial for our future.
I think it's good practice for thinking about what could happen long term.
When transportation moves toward electrification, we will still use roads and bridges, but fewer and fewer Pennsylvanians will pay into the gasoline tax revenue that pays to keep those roads and bridges in good shape. Ideas on a gas tax replacement include charging double for electric vehicle registrations and more tolls on roads.
Should you then increase the toll roads, but then I don't think we're going to be able to have separate tolls for the different type of cars, right? And so you kind of come back to the same place of how do you fairly implement this tax?
It's all about finding the money, right? So Representative DeLuca says he does not accept the mileage reimbursement offered to state lawmakers. He drives a fleet lease. So if either the federal gas tax holiday or the Pennsylvania state gas tax holiday moves forward at all, you can bet we'll let you know. I'm Shannon Perrine, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.